Hello, welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. I just want to go over one character real quick, and that is my new character. I don't think anyone's gone over or brought a fan version of this at all, but he's one of my 5 top figures from the 80s, and that is, always said it was Grotusque. I could have sworn it was Grotusque with an E and meant what it said, but it's actually Grotusque with a U, not an E. Oh well, I still am going to call it Grotusque. I made him a 12-star character. I miss not borrowing from the Titan Master toys at all, which turned into a Headmaster, Titan Master toy. The original was not. The original toy was very cool, very well made for its time. Has really held up. It was one of the spark things with the spark inside where you could hit the button and sparks would come out of its mouth in its alt mode. So, and I was trying to incorporate something of that, and originally, if you noticed my post on Facebook, this character went through a lot of changes. And so what we're going to do here is, this is the final. Like I said, 12-star character. In alt mode, he has, if I could, it was kind of bright, I believe it's attack of 3, defense of 3, health of 16. In alt mode, he's a helicopter, beast, and a specialist that has brave. And so, you know, looking at the character, did a little bit of research on when he popped up in some of the comics, some of the newer comics. He can fly. He can fly in both modes. And I'm thinking, well, he can fly, but he doesn't fly like an airplane exactly. So if a character flies that's not quite like a jet, I'm going to put helicopter. Woohoo, one for the Hugadoos. Long story, but let's keep going. So helicopter, beast, and specialist. Not melee, not ranged. When this attacks and at least 3 orange pips are flipped when it attacks, so not battle. When it attacks, put a counter on this. Well, what are the counters for, Grillenheimer? Well, this has bold 1 for each counter. And I have a blurb on the bottom that lets you know that he can only have a max of 3. Once I did this, some people on Facebook were like, well, does that mean I can do this indefinitely? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, as long as it's alive. And so once people started questioning that, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I need a max. So I went ahead and gave him a max of 3 counters. So that's going to give him up to bold 3 for each counter. So I thought that was not a bad deal, with only, despite his cost, his health does seem a little low, around 16. So, though in alt mode, he's got good defense. And he's going to get braves. So if you got a couple of characters, they're going to have to go into Grotusque first. So if we flip him over to bot mode, he's still helicopter and a specialist. He just loses his beast mode, his beast trait. But his attack goes up to 7, his defense comes down to 1. He does have tough 2 in bot mode. He loses the brave. And again, the counters are still prevalent here. They still mean something. So that verbiage is the same verbiage as there. It has bold 1 for each counter on this, a max of 3, and I'm truncating that. So, but not only does the brave come off and he gets tough 2, now he is also going to, for each weapon this has equipped, it has pierce 1 for turn. So I think it's defensive, not defensive, shoulder holster. You got a shoulder holster, you got 2 weapons on him, pierce 2. At least 1 weapon, pierce 1. Fusion bore, pierce 4. You know, So every little bit counts. And then you have, oh gosh, so you can get in some Pierce with this guy. You're gonna have to build it up, but you can build it up on him pretty quick as long as you have the right deck, if you get where I'm going with this. So that is Grotusque, a nice 12-star character with about 16 health, that's going to have Brave on one side, Tough 2 on the other. And when you want him to attack in alt mode, or do you? So thus the name is Transformers. You're always going to be wanting to flip this character and try to get the best of both worlds. There's going to be a different way of how you want to play this character, which I really find really fun. I want to print this guy out and really want to test him out. So one way is he's going to gain Bold. The other way, he can gain some Pierce. I hope you like it. A lot of people, he got really good reception on Facebook. So we got a new character. Test it out. Let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Have a great day. The sun's in my face. Have a blessed day. And as always, flip out and let's roll for it.